Well, here we are, May 26th, hard to believe, entering June. Good morning to our WM community, Kingston supporters and associates, and our friends joining us this morning from Toronto, and many new guests with us for the first time today. A warm welcome to each of you. Both myself, Gabby Eaton, and my lovely business partner, Josie Walsh, we are the co-owners and founders of the Women Mean Business Professional Network of serving Kingston and Eastern Ontario. We are delighted this morning to welcome our special guest and friend, Claudia Harvey. Josie will be introducing Claudia formally in a few moments. This is our 10th presentation since March 31st, showcasing our community leaders, business owners, and experts in their field with strategic topics that are extremely relevant to the time we are all facing right now. We believe that sitting back and waiting was definitely not an option to ensure our community that has grown with us for over the past 8 years, now 1,300 strong and keeps growing, who believe in what we do and supported us over 8 years through our many events and opportunities. Talk about pivoting, now a very famous word. In 72 hours, we created and designed and took the social distancing word and named it, called it our series of Social and Up Close Network Lounge. I'd like to express our thank you to the technical team and platform of today's presentation that is being showcased. Our sincere thanks to Julia Fano and her team of BG Marketing Authority and Big Marker. This professional platform takes one's business and marketing opportunities to the next level. We encourage you to explore it. And now for Josie, I know you're all anxious to hear about what Claudia has to share with us today. Josie, would you do the honors of introducing Claudia Harvey?
It is an honor. Thank you so much, Gabby. We are very delighted and thrilled to introduce to you Claudia Harvey and a little bit about Claudia. She is a global entrepreneur and investor, speaker and influencer, best-selling author, philanthropist, a proud mom of 3. And post her successful corporate career, Claudia Harvey began Dig It Apparel and struck a deal with famous venture capitalist Kevin O'Leary of Dragon's Den fame, all the while raising a family of 3. Claudia also co-founded BG Wealth Group, BG Property Holdings, and BG Marketing Authority, and has become an international keynote speaker and best-selling author. Claudia was awarded the 2019 Top Female Business Leader Award from the International Association of Top Professionals. In 2019, she joined Oprah Winfrey and other outstanding influencers as a contributing author of America's Leading Ladies. Philanthropy is paramount to her, and she sits on the boards of sonus.org and Princess Margaret Hospital Foundation. It is with a great pleasure that we bring to you Claudia Harvey. Claudia, it's all yours.
Hi, everybody. I'm Claudia Harvey, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with Josie and Gabby today. They have asked me to speak on the impact of our current pandemic and what it means to small businesses and how I pivoted Dig It in 2020. But in order to talk about that, we sort of have to go back to the beginning of the evolution of Dig It Apparel. Now, Dig It, as you saw on that little short clip, went on Dragon's Den in 2010. And we went back onto Dragon's Den in 2012 when we got into our first big box store, which was Home Depot. And since then, we added other products along the way, which I'll talk about in a minute. What was very different about our product, which is still extremely prevalent today, is that Dig It has a unique pillow top protector embedded in each of the fingertips. And that unique product, that unique feature and benefit is what enabled us to grow from literally one glove. And this is the actual glove right here. And you can see it's actually Home Depot colors because that was what we actually started back in 2012. That one product launched the course of the business, and we literally launched it out of my kitchen, which was Dig It International, which went with my little kids running around me. And lo and behold, who would have thought that we are 10 years later, we are here today and launching internationally a number of other products, which I'll talk about in a minute. So what's interesting is we actually launched Dig It Apparel in 2009. We took our time creating the product, We took our time creating the website. We had a financial plan, marketing plan, and business plan. And we didn't know in 2009 that the recession would be as deep as we are. But we had a vision in the company that we wanted to grow Dig It to meet the lifestyles of women that care about themselves and their family. So we started out with this one product, Dig It handwear, to allow women to be protected with their hands while they're working on DIY projects and anything to do with the garden. But we had the vision that we were going to open up other products over the course of the years and introduce our products not just in Canada, but also worldwide. And we did. So over the course of the past 8 years, we created displays. And as you see on the left-hand side of your screen, we have different type of displays that are in consumer retail stores. And we also have new products. And every single year, we added different colors along the exact line that we started out with. We added I Dig It safety sunglasses. We added a whole Dig My Body line, which is unique, beautiful, emollient, protective creams and cleansers, and based out of Toronto. So a lot of our products are based out of North America, which we want. Very, very important to have homegrown products and support our manufacturing in our domestic environment. So as we developed Dig It, we also developed a brand called Dig My Life. So about 2 years ago, I was with my team in the boardroom, and I have a fantastic, wonderful group of ladies that we sometimes go head to head with, and we just absolutely love each other. So we were taking a break one afternoon, and I said, okay, let's all have a break, let's have some lunch. And I stood up at the boardroom table and I said, I dig my life. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there is the brand, the new brand that we are going to launch Dig It Apparel with. So the Dig My Life brand was trademarked around the world, and we started with the Dig My Body line. Moving over a couple more years later, we started to create a brand new product. Now, this product is called Dig It in the Sun, and it's in the Dig My Life brand. The Dig My Life brand is something that is good for women, good for families, for freedom, enjoyment, being outside, enjoying themselves, being happy. It's an optimistic brand. So Dig It in the Sun was created in 2019. And what it is, I'm holding it up here like Vanna White. What it is here is a biopolymer protective dot that you put on your skin. And this is actually what it looks like, if you can see, holding it up to the camera. And it tells the wearer when you are susceptible to UV and UVA, UVB rays. So you put your sunblock over your dot, you put your sunblock over your body, and the dot, if you're not protected, will go and turn purple outside. So it's activated by the sunshine. As soon as you put your sunblock over your body, the dot will turn clear. As the dot turns back to purple throughout the day, swimming, sweating, being active, having a wonderful lifestyle outdoors, the dot will start turning back to purple. Amazing. Then you reapply your sunblock, the dot will turn back to clear again, and you are good to go, knowing that the UV rays are not going to hurt your body. Great for kids, great for moms, great for their husbands, great for partners, great for all ages, has a strong adhesive that you take off at the end of the day, but it's not going to impact your skin, and there's no chemical absorption into your body. There's no chemical absorption into any water. It is an absolutely wonderful product. So we had planned this for 18 months. We were about to launch this product worldwide across the world. We were about to hit a trade show in the United States that was the Travel Duty Trade Show. About 4,000 retailers. I don't know if you're familiar with the Hudson News retail stores and the Relay stores, and about 16 airlines and duty-free were interested in taking Dig It in the Sun. We had spent time, money, energy, marketing plan, created all our packaging, had 6 opportunities for retailers to have packaging. All of that money, all of that planning was to hit March 31st at this trade show. We were expecting purchase orders in May today, actually. We were expecting purchase orders. So what happens in the middle of March? Anybody? Ah, yes, COVID happens in the middle of March. Everything in the world shuts down. What is really impacted is, of course, travel. Travel industry is shut down. And we estimate that we're not going to hear it coming back until 2022, possibly even 2023. So what do we do with Dig It in the Sun? What do we do with Dig It Apparel? Well, I have never been so busy as I have been in the last 8 weeks because we cannot stop. We have all this money, all this planning, all this strategy, all of these things that we had planned for, all the money paid for up front, all the inventory bought, and the retailers that we were supposed to support have shut down. The consumers are all panicked because they don't have money in their pockets. What do? We regroup immediately. We have a 3-stage deployment, and that means instead of me being able to go to my buyers, I thought I would let the buyers come to me. Then with the buyers coming to me, I will show them that I'm there to support them once they open up, once they come out of the pandemic. And most importantly, we support the consumers that have been loyal to us. How do we do that? We move from a B2B education to the retailers to a B2C. So I would like to show you just a wee snippet in the next slide on the trade show that I actually created virtually in exactly the same space that you see me here. And I invited my buyers worldwide to come to me. And my team who is waiting back is going to start the video, and we will move to the video and I'll show you the trade show. Hey everybody, my name is Claudia Harvey and I am the CEO of Dig It Apparel. And in today's really extraordinary times, obviously we have to physical distance ourselves from everybody, but that doesn't mean social distancing ourselves from everybody. And traditionally, Dig It Apparel, our products are shown in spring and summer. And since we can't get to you, our network, our retailers, our distributors, our agents, the people that we count on and that count on us, I'm bringing the virtual trade show to me. So this is my home office right now, and I've set it up just like I was in a trade show booth. And today what we're going to talk about in these extraordinary times are how we can still work together as a community, how we stay together even though we are very socially distant apart or physically distant apart, but we are here to help each other through these difficult times. And Dig It is open for business, and Dig It is here to help you in any way possible. So the trade show went live approximately April 2nd. It was a wonderful way to get out to our buyers and our retail partners and tell them that we're still open for business and we're here to help them. It in no way was a sales pitch. It was telling our retailers and our buyers who were supposed to come to us at trade shows what our product was about, what we stand for, how we're here to support them. And because we had this trade show opportunity, we sent out an email ahead of time to the buyers worldwide. We gave them another heads up that the virtual trade show was happening on this specific day at this specific time. They could register in. Then we gave them one more reminder an hour before the trade show started, and we had 96% attendance rate. This trade show was phenomenal. So what happened after that, so the trade show is an hour long. It's recorded. I take that recording and then again, I send it out to my entire network worldwide, all my buyers, to show them that we have these shows, we have this product, and we are here to help them. Then the video goes up on YouTube and we can send the link to any new buyers that come along. So it's a wonderful way to show your products, show who you are, showcase your support in your community, and it's also a great way to brand yourself. And that was really important. Everybody and their uncle is on Zoom now. But in Zoom, you can't brand yourself. In Zoom, there's sometimes really bad connections. And in Zoom, you often don't know who's coming on, and Zoom has been hijacked. With this type of virtual trade show, it was secure and safe, and it was a really great way to easily talk about my products and do my presentation to my suppliers. So what else do we do? So that's doing one, stage one. Secondly, we have to pivot to new products immediately. Like we're talking now. So normally a new product takes 18 months to launch. So I don't have 18 months. In 18 months, Dig It Apparel could possibly fold if we sit back on our laurels. And knowing me, I do not sit back on anything. I have driven my team in the last 8 weeks tremendously. So we have created the Dig My Life Protection Collection. What does that mean? So because we have a pandemic going on right now, and my products are supporting outdoor lifestyle and quality protection, we thought we would pivot to a production line that includes a Dig It hand sanitizer. So we would sell it to consumer. We would create a larger bottle and sell it to a retailer when they start opening up, or even gift it to the retailer. So we have our branding on the front and the consumers see this pump right at the cash. So there's, again, a B2B marketing approach and a B2C marketing approach. So a hand sanitizer that we marketed completely for ourselves. Then we also thought we would do a face mask. Now, I'm going to tell you why the Dig It face mask is going to be completely unique to anybody else. Well, back in 2017-18, I met an organization called SONAS. And as the video said in the very beginning, I am part of sonas.org, sitting on the advisory team. And these are the ladies, if you can see that. These are the ladies, and there's me over there waving hi, in Cambodia, in this small weaving village that all proceeds go back to the women to support, educate, feed, and clothe their families. They have nothing in this village. They're happy. They're wonderful, wonderful people. So I thought if I could bring some of my education to them, help them with their products, awesome. So that was 2018. And I went to visit them in 2018. Now, pivoting to today, Cambodia is decimated by the pandemic as well, because Cambodia relies a lot on tourism, and these people rely a lot on products to be sold to tourists. So they have pivoted to doing sewing. We have pivoted to show them that we can put a face mask that we can digify it based out of their village in Cambodia. We will put N95 filters in. We will then be able to have Health and Welfare Canada's safe masks supporting Cambodia women in SONAS, as well as being able to have Canadian manufacturing, made in Canada face masks that are H95 100% approved by Health and Welfare Canada. So we're going to show you another quick video of SONAS and them at work in their village.
Now that's proper one.
Isn't that great? So the masks are 3-ply. It'll be sewn almost 100% in Cambodia with one gap sent to a Winnipeg manufacturer that I know. They're going to put the N95s in, and it'll be sewn completely, and we'll have a label with Dig It, and we'll be able to give it to any consumer and any retailer. And it's completely Canadian made then. So very, very exciting. So, and then, oh, one other thing, and I unfortunately do not have it. My Dig My Life brand was also going to be moving into apparel. So we have an Easy Shield face mask that we are going to be purchasing as well. And it goes over a ball cap brim and it sticks to the ball cap. So we're being all of these things. So the hand sanitizer, the face mask, the Easy Shield, and the ball cap, 4 different products, are going to be launched within 2 weeks. Normally, it takes 18 months to launch a product, and it certainly takes about 6 months to create a whole line and branding line. So you got to pivot. You got to do what you got to do to stay alive, right? So the Dig My Life products will be expanding. New products are coming in 2021, because as we come out of this terrible time, people, and I'm sure you're already feeling this, people want to be out there. They want to be free. They want to enjoy life. So Dig It products are positioned to be out there, free, protect yourself in the sun from our horrible germs that are out there. And we will have our products ready for that. Hence, we've been really busy. Now, some of our retailers are starting to open up in North America. That's fantastic. What do we do to get to our retailers? And what do we do to get to our consumers? So we decided that because the retail market is slower right now and different regions across North America are opening up in different ways. For instance, South Dakota, which is a place that takes my products, they have never closed. They're relatively a small market in terms of population, and they never completely shut down. However, we know that New York City and New York State completely shut down. So different retailers across the different marketplaces are going to open up differently, and the consumers in different regions, Canada, the United States, and across the both countries are going to have different feelings about how much money they can spend. So we are pivoting away from the B2B, me going to the retailer, supporting the retailer in terms of my marketing, to B2C. So we have a whole strategy in place that we will increase our brand presence so that when the retailers start to open up, the consumers will start to demand our products. We can sell directly to our consumers, but they will also want to go into our retailers and take our products. How do we do that? Well, again, we pivot from brand consumer education away from B2B to B2C. We do that by social media marketing. So we have a very, very strong Facebook page, very strong Instagram page, into Pinterest, and we have a strategic way of redirecting our ad dollars and ad spend to populate in Google Ads and Facebook ads. So that takes time and money to do that. Again, all within 2 weeks have we pivoted. So with the redirection, we'll increase our brand presence. Then we're also going to start, we have already started in B2B and B2C campaigns, in email marketing campaigns. And we are going to drive special pricing to the retailers when they open in different regions. So all extremely, extremely busy, all extremely strategic, and trying to figure out what we're going to do. And what's very, very, very important is that we have to show our consumers, our retailers, anybody that's bought our products, that we are in this together. And my offer to you is that we are also in this together. I have literally grown this business from my kitchen when my kids were running around, and now 2 of my kids are in university. One is graduating university this year, and unfortunately he couldn't walk across the stage. So I have been in the trenches. I have bootstrapped this company. I have worked so hard and so many hours, 3 o'clock in the morning till 1 o'clock at night, working on the business. I know exactly what it takes to launch, thrive, drive a business forward. And we can totally, totally help you do that. My gift to you is download my ebook, and you might get a couple of insights and interest into what we can do to help you as well. And I will turn it over to Gabby and Josie once again. And it's been my absolute pleasure. I'm very, very happy as well to talk about questions that might be coming through. I can't see the questions that are coming through, so I'd really love to open it up to some questions as well. And I'm going to turn it back over to Gabby and Josie.
Well, Claudia, thank you so much. You're such an inspiration. We met in Toronto 5 years ago, and I knew that after that meeting, and stated at that time to you, that there will be one day that you would be here in Kingston with us. And not only have you been here with us back in November 2018, where you spoke to our community and to the communications military base here in Kingston, but also you were here last fall for the Small Business Week in Picton, which was another huge success. You have no idea, Claudia, and I try not to get emotional, but I know it's going to happen. What an inspiration you are to all of us. The knowledge, the experience, and the encouragement, the authenticity. We are so grateful to you. Thank you for taking the time from your very busy schedule after what you shared with us today to be here with us this morning. A big virtual hug. And you will always be a wonderful friend to our WMB community in Kingston. And I just wanted to say to all our guests that are online, we sincerely hope this special presentation by Claudia has provided you with inspiration, motivation, but just as important, operating from a mindset of intention to take action and move forward. Do not sit back during this time. There are so many opportunities right now. You just got to get out there, embrace and let your creative mind work for you and go for it. Once again, Claudia, we thank you. Josie?
Well, Gabby, you said it beautifully. And Claudia, thank you so very, very much. Your time and your energy and your talents that you shared with us this morning, we so appreciate you. I'm also going to tell everybody here a little bit about June, our June content that we're very excited about as well. We've been working very hard on this for you. Our theme in June is Women in Trades and Manufacturing. Please do join us for these very special presenters beginning June 9th. Save the date with Rhonda Barnett. She is the COO of Avid Manufacturing. She's going to talk about her journey in the manufacturing sector, her entrepreneurship story, but also her very big goal to help bring 100,000 women into the Canadian trades and manufacturing sector within 5 years. So please do subscribe to our free newsletter, Connect and Flourish, which you just go to our website, www.womenmeanbusiness.ca. And you will also see more information about our upcoming events on our homepage where you can register as well. So please do join us. And thank you again to our dynamic speaker, Claudia Harvey. So we'll open it up now to the Q&A, please.
So I'd like anybody, if you guys can still hear me, I'd like anybody to ask any questions that you might have of me. We have moderators sitting in the back of behind the scenes, and we can totally answer any questions that you might have, because I always get inundated with questions when I'm speaking live. It's a little bit different here when you have to speak virtually, and I'm actually going to put on my glasses. I can't see anything, and I'm just assuming that I was presenting fine. So now I can actually see, and I can see the questions that are coming up if you'd like to say. And in fact, our moderators behind the scenes can certainly pop up and also vocalize anything that they have. I'd like to also say that the organization that's behind this presentation is the BG Marketing Authority. BG Marketing Authority is the company that I created and co-founded with two business partners, Fano and Dunkerley. And we have completely pivoted to enable other companies to do virtual presentations just like this. We can brand you, we can do everything you want, and we are so easy to talk to. If you would like to have a 20-minute empowering discovery call, we can easily do that to help you pivot your company. We can do social media, we can do videos, we can do website development. It doesn't have to be, huge and glamorous like everything that Dig It is, but it can start from the ground up, because you have to start from somewhere, just like I started from somewhere. So do we have some questions from people? So I see one question. If you had an idea, where do you start? Because the aha moment of the idea is exactly where I started with Dig It. And when you have an aha moment, numerous people have aha moments, but what do you do with the aha moment? Do you do something with it, or you just put it back under your pillow and sleep on it and say, one day I'll get to it, one day I'll get to it? So if you have a product or a service that you think is unique and different, and you want to be able to launch it, and you have any questions on how to do that, again, book a discovery call with our team, and we can help you along the way creating this product or service. Because that's exactly what I did based out of my kitchen in 2008 when I created Dig It Apparel. Gabby and Josie, do you have any questions coming up to your side?
I don't see any here, but I just wanted to say with our experience of working with BG Marketing and Big Marker in setting up this presentation, it was a wonderful experience, and I have to say very professional at all levels because it was something new to us as well. So we are delighted that this type of service is available to entrepreneurs, business owners for those professional presentations. We were very pleased. Thank you so much.
Very, very, very happy to hear that. Yeah.
Hi, Claudia, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone. This is Carmen, and I'm part of the BG marketing team. Claudia, I've got a question here from Mary, and
Okay.
she wanted to know if I wanted to do this type of virtual meeting and demo my products, how can you help me with this?
Oh, it's like I said, very simple. Book an empowering discovery call with our team. And what's really important is to understand what an organization already has versus what they want to do. So again, how savvy they are, how in depth they want to be, and all of it is very, very dependent on what their technology skills are. We can take a company or we can take a person from bare bones and don't know a lot and walk them right through the technology, and we can support them at any step of the way. So it's really dependent on what you already have, where you want to go, and we will reverse engineer exactly those different steps for you. Totally fine.
Oh, wow, that's great. Oh, look, the questions are starting to come in now. Here's one from Joan. You probably answered this, but let's answer it again. Joan asks, how many people can come onto a virtual meeting, and can we have it recorded?
Right. So we absolutely can have it recorded. In fact, this is being recorded, and Josie and Gabby are going to have this at their disposal. And my trade show was recorded, and again, I threw it up on YouTube. I have a link that can go to any buyer, any person I want to give it to. Any number of people can come on this type of presentation. Zoom, again, a lot of people think, oh, I can just do this in Zoom, but Zoom is a very limited number of people. And the thing that I really like about this platform is people have to register, you have their email, and then you can follow up with people afterwards should you want to. And you can tag them in different ways to determine how you want to follow up with them. You can sort of see what regions they're coming from, which was really, really, really important to me on the trade show, because I wanted to see if I had European buyers, American buyers, Canadian buyers, Australian buyers coming on to the presentation. And we had buyers from all over the world. Really important for me to know that, because following up with an Australian buyer is a whole different thing than following up with a buyer in France. Two totally different languages, totally different packaging, totally different logistics. So all of that is really important. And all of this is shown and supported by the presentation you have, because you have people sign up. So I think that answered your question, Carmen, I think. Yes, it can be recorded, and any number of people can come on. No limits to that.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Joan, for asking that question. Claudia, it seems like we've got someone here that has a product-based business, and it's from Philip. And Philip asks, hi, Claudia, I need to find some sourcing for my products, and you seem to be able to do this quickly. Can you help me do this?
Yes. Sourcing, if you have a product-based business and you need, again, to pivot to creating new products, especially in today's times, or you just want to find out different manufacturing sources, I have a gamut of manufacturing leads. In fact, I'm in a group that's called the Manufacturing Council in the United States, and there's a portal in that group that you can source your needs to any manufacturer in the United States. And there's other portals around the world that I'm also a part of, and it's important to tap into these type of resources to be able to manufacture things that you want to manufacture. So again, if you need any assistance, book an empowering discovery call, and I'd be happy to walk you through that and introduce you to the Manufacturing Council in the United States as well. Totally fine. Once you're part of my network, you're part of my world.
That's great. Thanks for that question, Philip. Here's another one from, oh, sorry, I can't really pronounce your name. Anyway, here's another question, Claudia. Someone asks, I need to ramp up my social media, and there are so many platforms. Which ones do you recommend?
Again, I will say it really does depend on the person and the organization. A lot of what I do is very targeted to women that care about themselves and their family. And those women are mainly on Facebook. I know that. My avatar, my perfect person, she's a woman that's between the age of 35 and 60, and she buys my products for herself, her kids, her husband, and a lot of these women on Facebook. So I would target Facebook. Now, what's really interesting is that 17% of my products have been purchased last year by millennials. Also interesting to know, because I know all my analytics on the back end of where my consumers are purchasing. So if that's the case, millennials are going to Instagram more and more. You have to have beautiful pictures on Instagram. It's not just doing selfies all the time. And it's a business Instagram page that we have on Dig It Apparel. I also have a Facebook and business page on the Claudia Harvey side as well. So social media is a very strategic, targeted approach to meet specific needs of what you want. And again, the book, the discovery call, and we can help walk you through that. There's different strategies are dependent on what you want to do.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you for that question. Claudia, here's a really interesting question from Karen. And she wanted to know, how were you able to stay grounded through all this?
I'm so happy to say that I come across as grounded. I'm going to give a long answer and a short answer to that. So Dig It, I started Dig It because of my love of the outdoors. And I was a woman that wanted to have quality products while I worked outside, because I am absolutely the happiest when I'm outside. So as this pandemic was hitting, and I saw that my retailers were shutting down, and I saw that this product that I had worked 18 months and spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to make and create an inventory was not going to launch this year worldwide. It is launched, however, a little commercial. It is launched, however, in North America across pharmacy chains and certainly to B2C. So consumers can buy it on the website, digitapparel.com. Sorry, commercial over. Grounding was really important. And I think many of us are feeling extremely stressed in this period of time. We don't know where our money's coming from, and government subsidy assistance across North America has finally kicked in to assist us with our spending to be able to keep our retail movement moving along. And that's important to me as a product-based business. So I find, I live in 3 words that are really important to me, which is strength, balance, and harmony. And if I'm off kilter on those 3 words, then I'm not grounded. So I do things that make myself grounded. I surround myself with amazing people. I support my staff and my team. Every week, we have a weekly meeting on Monday morning at 9 o'clock. And because we're now all virtual, we all came to our weekly meeting with our PJs, our robes, and our cup of coffee and our favorite mug, and we just talked. It was like a gab fest across video chat. And it was just not talking about work, it's just talking about our emotions. So it's surrounding yourself and allowing people to express themselves and have patience in this very difficult time. And it's also ensuring that you move forward in a cohesive, strategic way, that you're not floundering and you understand where you want to be coming out of this time. So hopefully that answered your question.
Wow, it did. It answered my question. That was a really great question, and you answered that like so well, Claudia. We have a question here from a Kathy with a C, and it seems like it's towards Gabby and Josie, but really the 3 of you women entrepreneurs can answer this. Kathy asked, she was just about to launch a business, and then the pandemic rolled out, and she's been very frustrated. So she wants to know, like, should she stop? She feels like quitting. What can she do to just continue?
I'll start, and then I'm going to throw it over to Gabby and Josie as well. I'm assuming that this person is in the Kingston and Eastern Ontario region, but it really doesn't matter. I suggest that you don't stop. This is not going to be forever. Even though the media and everybody's calling it the new normal, we still have hope and foresight that we will come out of this at the end of 2020 into 2021 and then be ready for what the world will look like in 2022. Now that sounds like a long time away, but it's like this. It's so fast that when you have a plan in action, you can actually implement it by reverse engineering where you want to be. Now, I've used the word pivot a lot in today's presentation because a plan is great, but things are going to come at you that you don't expect. And you do have to dive and move and adjust your marketing and your strategy to meet that need. But don't stop. Don't be afraid to stop. Put the fear aside, support yourself with wonderful people like Josie and Gabby and our team at BG Marketing Authority to be able to help you to keep moving forward, because you want to be on your feet when this is all over and done with. And I'm going to turn it over to Josie to answer more.
Josie, you go first.
Yeah. So Ken, thanks so much for that question. It's a very good question. It's a tough question. I understand. You're welcome to reach out to Gabby and I afterwards as well, after this presentation. But Claudia's answer was perfect and really spot on. Surround yourself with people that are successful, and a lot of them are people who just don't give up. They do pivot, and basically it's re-engineering the way you think and creating a new plan. It takes a little bit of courage, but when you're around people that support you, you will find that. Just a quick side note to you as well. Some of the most successful companies actually came out of some of the worst recessions. Uber comes to mind. It can also be a very innovative time. So it's very important to actually stay grounded, stay the course. Maybe you have to get a part-time job while you're working on your idea, but it doesn't mean it's forever. So just like Claudia said, this is not forever. This is just for a time frame. And it could be a time for you where you come up with some great ideas that could really, you see the growth in a couple of years as well, or earlier. So do reach out to us. Gabby, my dear?
Yes, Josie and Claudia, you covered that very nicely. Yes, do not stop. If you believe in what your product is and your service is, first of all, yes, by all means, do reach out to both of us, to Josie and myself. We're happy to have a chat, because we began with zero 8 years ago, and we had a vision of a need that we thought we could fulfill, and we just went forward. We have to have a plan. You definitely have to sit down and do a plan, and you have to be very strategic. Like, you have social media platform, you have the Women Mean Business Network, you got BG Marketing Authority. There are people there that can help. So if this is really something so important to you, do not let this stop you. In fact, this is a time of opportunity.
Yeah.
And there is, I always like to say, the silver lining, but you have to find it, stay targeted, and go forward with it. You won't regret it.
Can I give a little story about that? About starting from scratch at zero. Like, I'm like Gabby and Josie, we started with nothing. My business partner and I at the time, she's no longer with the company, but we started and we bootstrapped our own company. And we put all of our money into inventory in 2010 for our first big purchase order. All our money was $30,000. That was it. That's all we had. To me now, I don't want to sound arrogant, but $30,000 is a drop in the bucket compared to what it was back then for me. That was all the money we had, and we bought our inventory. And the inventory came from our manufacturer that when I opened the boxes, they were horrible. Like the fingers were all bent out of shape. The cinch was off. It was terrible. And what we had to do in the middle of February to get this product out to store in early March is we had to hire people that we couldn't afford in a warehouse that we couldn't heat, and have space heaters under the desks in our parkas and match one right glove to a left glove and match them up, re-tag them, and get them out the door. So we did, and we managed to make the purchase orders, and we had $1,000 left in our bank account. We were $1,000 away from bankruptcy. And most people would go, I'm done. Like, coming out of Dragon's Den and having this happen was gut-wrenching. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me, because I had this vision of what I wanted to do, and you got to do what you got to do, right? You just got to do it. So it was head down, and we just kept going. And we didn't know where the money was going to come from. But a woman in my network who I met over the course of the last 9 months, she owned her own business and she wanted to give a pair of our garden gloves to every female employee as a gift to them for springtime. It's, I think, a Mother's Day present. It was, I don't know what it was for. I don't know why she wanted to give this present, but that $1,000 purchased by her for these gloves saved my business. And now my business is worth multi-million dollars. So what I'm saying is we started in a recession. We are back into a recession. Things will come up and down, but if you have a network of people that surround you and you have faith and believe that you have this vision, don't stop. Just keep doing it.
We hope that helps you.
That's great. Oh, wait, there's one, it seems like we were about to wrap up, but there's one question that was more related to social media, and it's to the three of you women. Somebody asked, talking about social media and branding, if each of you women were to have your own hashtag, what would it be?
Yeah. That's a tricky question to think of.
I think I know for both Gabby and I, and actually three of us, is hashtag Woman on the Move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
I like it. I like it.
Which is why we have that company name.
Yeah,
Yes,
and it's funny because you're talking about your own brand, of course, and my brand, Dig It Apparel, shifted to Dig My Life, and that would totally be my hashtag. Hashtag Dig My Life, all the way.
Which I love, Claudia.
Yeah,
I think
me
it's
too.
awesome.
Oh, those are great hashtags, ladies. So we're about to wrap up soon. Josie, Gabby, and Claudia, do you have any last words you want to tell your audience? There's such an active audience right now.
Oh, well, we're excited. Again, we were so excited to have, first of all, Claudia with us again. A great honor and a privilege. And it's wonderful. Everybody's saying we are in this together. Well, we are in this together. And the more we can reach out and help one another, we will all get through this and move forward in a probably a healthier way and very innovative way as well for our businesses. So I am grateful, Josie and I, we are very grateful to Claudia and to the entire team that helped us today to get this together. And Josie, do you have any other words? And I'm sure Claudia may have something to say as well.
No, you said it very well, Gabby. Thank you very much.
And I would just like to say again, thank you to Gabby and to Josie again. I met Gabby 5 years ago, as she mentioned, in Toronto. And it's just surrounding yourself with amazing people. Gabby and Josie have a wonderful, wonderful organization with wonderful supportive network. You have the entry into my network as well, and we can help you in any possible way you want, even if you just want an ear. And especially during this time, it's really, really important to have people that's got your back. And I know the ladies have my back. My team has my back. And you need it. Even the strongest of us need it at times. So please feel free to reach out at any time. You can reach me at any time at my own website at claudiaharvey.com. That's pretty easy. It's just adding a .com at the end of my name. And I really, really look forward to having meeting Gabby and Josie in person again, hopefully in Kingston in the fall or 2021, depending on how we come out of this time. But I know it's going to happen. So just keep the faith and reach out anytime.
And I always like to say at the end, stay encouraged.
That's great. Before the audience leaves, just wanted to know if you got the chance to see the pop-ups. We're going to pop up a discovery call session with Claudia. You should see it coming from the left side of your screen. It should pop up shortly, so that'll give you an opportunity to, if you haven't already, click on that, book a call, discovery call with Claudia, and she'd be happy to walk you through your product questions or business questions. And then after that, we'll also do a Women Mean Business pop-up. So it'll give you the opportunity to connect with Josie and Gabby and be part of their network. So let's see those pop-ups. There you go. There's the 20-minute discovery call with Claudia Harvey and her team. So book now. Click on that. Click on the book now. And then 3, 2, 1. There it is. Women Mean Business. So please sign up for the Women Mean Business newsletter to get notified on their future events. So it doesn't have to be Kingston, because now you can connect with them virtually. So wherever you are, sign up for the newsletter. And I think that's it. That's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Thank
It's a
you
wrap.
so much
Thanks,
for
everyone.
everyone. It was awesome. And thank you again to all our guests. Have a fabulous day, and we will see you again soon.
Bye,
Take
everybody.
good care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.